بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صباحكم الله بالخير، مشكورين على الحضور. في البداية أحب أذكر أجندات نحن بنبدأ كلمة باسم مدرستنا البحرين المنهجية، بعدين نذكر مشاركة الليغا الجنة الرياض، وبعدها يكون عندنا وقت قصير إذا أحد عنده أي استفسار، وبعدين إن شاء الله الموقع. البداية أحب أرحب بالحضور الدكتورة بيان رئيسة الجسم الإداري ورئيسة مدرستنا البحرين المنهجية، الإخوان المشاركين في لجنة الأركان، الأخ عبد الله التونسي عضو الجسم الإداري، الأخ دام رئيس تنفيذي، الأخ سعيد الكفول رئيس تنفيذي المدنيات، حضور الإخوان الإعلام والصحافة المحلية، الإخوان التلفزيون البحرين، وأحب أشكرهم بشكل خاص على دعمهم لأنشطة المدرسة ومدارس الدعمية الرئيسية لنا. شكر خاص لسعادة الوزير الأخ رئيس الحمادي وزير شؤون الإعلام في مجلس الشورى والنواب على دعمهم المتواصل. نحن اليوم محظوظين للمرة الثانية خلال أسبوع تكون معنا لأطول برامج. طبعا هذه تميز برامج مدرسة البيان. بداية الأسبوع كانوا معنا في برنامج جدا متميز، مدرسة البيان تنفرد في برنامج نموذج الأمم المتحدة لحق البيان، شيء يقال في سنوات تقريبا. السنة هذه ضموها مرة ثانية على توالي 51. طبعا هذه جزء من البرامج المختلفة والمبادرات المختلفة اللي تقوم بها مدرسة البيان. أنا أشوف أن كل من تسويق مدرسة البيان عاهدة وتسلم أن يقدمون المتميز على كل المستويات. هذه نشوفها على مستوى مجلس الإدارة، على مستوى الهيئة الإدارية والتدريسية، وحتى هالشيء صار ثقافة عندنا، حب التمييز. برنامج اللي ذكرنا قبل شوي على مستوى البرامج الأخرى، طلبة البيان الحمد لله أكثر طلبة تميزا حتى بعد التخرج. احنا نشوف اليوم إذا نذكر شواهد على هذا التميز في برنامج القائمي وزارة مدرسة البيان، عندنا تميز كبير في الدفعة الأخيرة، يمكن 100% نسبة الإجراء، هذا شيء يعني إنجاز كبير للمدرسة، وهذه الإنجازات إن شاء الله تتواصل. خريجين البيان القبول في العراق الجامعات العالمية، وهذا شيء يفخر فيه. السنة اللي فاتت القبول في جامعات عالية جدا مثل هارفارد، وعندنا طلبة يدرسون في جامعات مثل جورج واشنطن وجامعة الثانية. هذه أيضا شواهد تميز طلبة البيان. طبعا ما دام ذكرت أنا المبادرات هذه اليوم، مدرسة البيان نهتم في جميع الجوانب اللي توفر الجو الأفضل للطالب في عملية التدريسية وعيش الحياة الدراسية. اليوم عندنا مشروع كبير تحت المنشأ عبارة عن معهد العلوم، وهذا متميز على مستوى البحرين وفريد من نوعه، مصمم لأحدث السنة بجدة سنويا. في حالة لا سمح الله الإعاقة أو العائلة اللي يتبع السوق تأمين إخراج الشؤون الدراسية للطالب حتى نهاية تخرجه من المدرسة. وهذا الشيء طبعا يوفر راحة البال لولي الأمر، ضمان أن الطالب ما راح يتأثر ببيئة الدراسية إذا لا سمح الله صار جهد للعائلة ويبقى الاستمرارية، وما يكون الطالب خسر ولي أمره في نفس الوقت كسر البيئة اللي كان عايشها في العالم. وهذا الشيء يوفر الضمانة أنه يكون في استمرارية على الطالب، يكون عنده أحسن الأجواء الدراسية للتخرج. طبعا هذا التأمين احنا اخترنا نعمل لأول مرة بالتعاون مع شركة ليجل جنرال جلف، واللي ما قصروا معنا في العمل لما وصلنا لاتفاق على توفير هذا البرنامج اللي ان شاء الله راح يستفيد منه الكثيرين من طلبة مدرسة البيان البداية، وان شاء الله هذا الشيء في على المدارس الثانية باب ينفتح ان شاء الله على اساس ان الطلبة عندنا يكون عندهم استمرارية، يكون في ضمان اولياء الامور في هذا النوع من البرامج. ما أحب أطول عليكم كثير، لكنني أحب أشكر كل من ساهم في عمل الوصول لهذا الاتفاق، وأخص بالذكر موظفين شركة ليجل جنرال وعندنا في مدرسة البيان اللي عملوا فترة طويلة جهد كبير لما وصلنا لهذا الاتفاق، شكرا كثير لهم. طبعا ملهمتنا دائما في مجلس الإدارة وفي الإدارة التنفيذية في مدرسة البيان، وهذه من المبادرات التي دائما تحرص أن تقدم الجديد وتقدم المتميز للمدرسة، وما بياكل يعني السبيس إلى مدح الدكتورة احنا من الرحل، فهذا الشيء طبعا فخر لنا كلنا ان نحاول نقدم ما هو الافضل والمتميز حق عيالنا في فتره دراستهم، على اساس المحصله تكون متميز كعيالنا حق المستقبل. شكرا. احب الان نقدم هون في ليجل جنرال عشان نقول الكلمه مستر بيتر دامو CEO of ليجل جنرال will deliver the speech.
Thank you, Mohammed. Good morning, everybody. And distinguished guests, I'd just like to say thank you for the opportunity to be here. We're delighted to launch our first affinity group with this prestigious school. And congratulations, Dr. May, on your appointment yesterday, a new one. I'd like to thank everybody who was involved in this initiative. What we are intending is that, first of all, we believe this is the first of this type of initiative in Bahrain, possibly in the Gulf. We're not sure about that, but certainly in Bahrain, whereby when parents aspire for the education of their children, if something dramatic, something bad should happen to the parent, and by that I mean death or disability, then the fees for that child's education would be paid for by the insurance company. As I said, we believe that this is the first, and it's desperately important for those parents because they aspire so much for their children. We know the value of education, of course. For those of you who don't know, Legal & General Gulf is a life insurance company incorporated in Bahrain, regulated and registered with the CBB. We've been in business here since 2009, and we are a 100% owned Bahraini company. Our mission is to be the first choice for protection in the country. The main purpose of the Bayan care plan, as I've said, is to ensure that children's education is not interrupted through some unforeseen circumstance. There is no limit to the number of children that can be included in this plan, and all parents can enrol. And we hope that all parents will enrol, and this is my advertisement to encourage every parent to enrol in this plan. We hope that this initiative will create a wider awareness for life insurance and for saving for education. And Dr. May, we look forward to a long-term relationship and a good relationship with the school. Thank you very much.
أعتقد واضح. أنا شاكرة للجميع أول شيء على الحضور وشاكرة لكم على حضوركم. Thank you for coming and nice to have you on board on Bayan's projects, and thanks to the young girls who helped a lot and Fatma for being there, and طبعا Mr. Mohammed Abdul Khaliq, the head of finance committee, who was responsible to read the contract and to be sure that it is good for the parents. I ask all my teachers and my staff to be the voice for Bayan about this project. We need it to reach everyone, all parents, and to be highly organized. And without your work with us, we will not reach the goals we need. So I need you all to be there, to think of slogans, to think of reaching the parents, to think of educating the parents, because this is what we lack sometimes in Bahrain. It's the culture of security. People, they understand it, but they don't understand the importance of insurance. So we are moving into this move, at least to work on the culture of insurance and security. The second move, I hope, will be the educational fund, and then the health fund. Even we will include the Bayan staff. And this is again the work of the finance committee, inshallah. Please, as I said, I need you all to work on it. Each one in his sector, each one in his field, to at least to be sure that the parents got the message, and there is steps you can discuss with Fatma, Noof, and also my office to be sure of what are the procedures. We have a plan for the procedures and to understand it and then to deliver it to the parents. Thank you all. Inshallah, this is a pioneering step for Bayan and for all schools in Bahrain. As you know, Bayan always a beginner or a pioneer for everywhere, but the whole aim is to reach all schools, not only for Bayan. I hope to see you all. Inshallah, I'll pass by to check that all is done in the way we want. Inshallah, Allah, He saves your kids. You are all happy because most of them are mothers and their kids is in the school, are in the school. Thank you. I thank you for the good job you have done. Everyone is surprised in the society. Wherever I go and talk about it, one of the best quotes I can say that one of the mothers approached me. She's a single mother and she said, Salman, now it's the time to go to sleep safely at night because I know my children are in good hands. Thank you all.
بس تبادلين الظرف. ايه وياها.
ايش اسوي فيها؟
اعطيه.
اعطيه؟ Neighbors.
Thank you. واللي ما عنده عيال ان شاء الله ينجوي with this kids later. ان شاء الله. Thank you. I'm sorry, but I need to thank people who worked on this. I always forget them. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Umsiya, Queen Umsiya. Mashkura Umsiya for the organization. Salim, Naila, and Bobby, Fatma, Miss Edith, and all who worked on this job. Thank you all. Inshallah, PTA will work much better. Thank you. Thank you, Noura, my team.
Probably answer some of your questions that you might have regarding the Bayan Care initiative that we have started. Zara, would you like to introduce Legal and General?
Yes. Hi, I'm Zahra Mutawar. I'm the Retail Channel Manager and Legal and General Gulf Takaful. We are a local company owned by Ahli United Bank, 100%. And we are providing life insurance product for the corporate and individual. And we have this Bayan Care scheme, which we launched on this quarter for the parents having child in Bayan school to cover the fees of the schools for their child. This is like a brief about the scheme, and inshallah we will answer all the questions related to this scheme started from today. If you have any question, can you also refer to the numbers already mentioned in the leaflet and the letter. I will be here to answer your question, me and my colleague Munna Najjar.
Thank you, Zara. We have sent out SMS to all parents with an email ID that you can send us questions to, bayancare@bayan.edu.bh. I have received some of the questions, and we have received some questions from our PTA, and I would like Zara to answer those questions.
Yes.
Our first question is, in the event of late payment by parent, what are the actions to be taken by the insurer?
Yeah. The insurer will start to cover the parents when we receive the payment from the parents. Actually, what will happen now, we distribute already the application with the children to the school, and the applicant, they need to fill, who is interested to enroll in this plan, to fill the application and send it back to the school, and the school will send it for us. If we get accepted from the insurer, which is Legal and General Gulf Takaful, we will send again the accepting letter with the amount, mention the amount or for payment. Once we receive this amount, the coverage will be started.
Okay, thank you, Zara. Our next question is the company registered in CBB? Does the insurer have security bonds against the insurance amount in CBB?
As I mentioned from the beginning, Legal and General Gulf Takaful licensed and regulated by the CBB as a life insurance company, and registered in the Kingdom of Bahrain under the CR number 70934. Legal and General Gulf keeps a required statutory deposit and abides by the solvency margin requirement as set by the CBB. And Legal and General, it's come with, in Bahrain 2009 as a joint venture first with Ahli United Bank in 2009, 50% for Legal and General Group in UK and 50% for Ahli United Bank. Recently, in October 2015, the Legal and General totally owned by Ahli United Bank.
Right, thank you, Zara. Are the insurance fees subjected to increase in the future? We're talking about fee increases.
Yeah. The insurance premium are subject to review in the future based on the claim experience and the age distribution, as well as the project school fees. We already put the schedule for the coverage by each grade, and we keep in our mind that we get increased by 3% indexation and the school fees. This amount already included in the coverage for starting from this year. In terms of increase in the fees in the coming year by higher than 3%, the fees will be changed or will be increased a little bit about this year, but also for sure it's not gonna increase more than 15% of from the this year premium.
Of course. If the insurer shifted his kids from BBS to another educational firm, will he or she still be covered?
No. This scheme, we applied for Bayan school only, and if anyone shifts his child from this school, he will not be covered anymore under Bayan care scheme.
Okay, so this is specific to Bayan school?
Yeah, this is a specific for Bayan school.
Okay. What happens if BBS increases the fees?
As I mentioned, we keep in our consideration when we come to calculate the amount of coverage by each grade, the 3% of indexation and the fees, and the first contribution will be covered for this year, and starting from next year, if the fees was increased higher than 3%, the amount will be get reviewed by from our side, from the insurer, and as I mentioned, it will not be again an increase more than 15% from this year premium.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is, what is this insurance about? Basically, can you describe what this insurance, how does it benefit our school and how does it benefit our students?
Yeah. Basically, this scheme will provide the parents with two benefits. The death benefit and total permanent disability. God forbid, if anyone from the parents gonna die or get a total permanent disabled, the insurer will pay the amount of the coverage to the school to make it sure their child continuously receive the same level of education until they get graduated from a Bayan school, and who is being survived, the spouse who is survived, he will not take the burden to pay this school fees year by year, because we were covering the funding parents who is paying the fees. If this parent is not anymore alive and the spouse will get burden to pay this fees to the schools, it might he had like an issue how I will arrange to pay the school year by year this fees. Here, this scheme will provide the peace of mind for the parents. If God forbid anything that's happened for these parents, the insurer will gonna pay total of the school fees until their child will be graduated from the Bayan school directly, and they will have the peace of mind of this.
So to grade 12, they will have full fees covered, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you. How many kids can a person include in the scheme?
All the kids, it's in Al Bayan school, who is in Al Bayan school only. If someone still he's not joining the school, he will not be covered. Or if he is in different school, also will not be covered. All the students, they study in Al Bayan school, they can be included in the scheme, and the premium will be per child. If I have, for example, 3 children, all of them, they will be covered, and I will be covered for all the 3 amount fees for all of them.
So that means if a parent has more than one child,
Yep.
2 or 3 even,
Yeah.
each of them will pay a amount of PD28
Yes.
as the premium.
Yes, exactly. And there is no minimum. All of them, they study in the school, they will get the coverage.
Is there a minimum or maximum number of kids? I think you already answered
Yeah.
this question. What grades does the insurance policy cover?
From nursery till grade 12. Who is in the school from the nursery, he will get the coverage until he graduated from grade 12.
So when you talk about nursery to 12, whatever the fees from nursery level all the way to grade 12, you're going to cover the entire fees.
Yeah, well, all the fees from, for example, also as we mentioned in the schedule, who is in nursery, he will need around 55,000 BD until he graduated from grade 12. But this coverage will be until he will cover all the fees until grade 12. And who is in grade 5, let's say, he will need 40-something thousand until he graduates, and so on.
Okay, I think we have included this schedule of fees in the flyers and the leaflets that we have sent to parents on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. Will the insurance premium decrease as the student each higher class, as the kid will have less number of years to graduate? I think you already described that, and the fees does increase as the student finishes each grade level. And this information can be found in the leaflets that we have distributed on Thursday. Is there a premium discount to more than one kid?
No, there is no discount. This amount we calculate, our calculation will be based on the group saving, and we calculate it on different age and different amount of coverage. It will be, we are doing like a simple premium to cover whole the year. It's only by 28.
So 28 PD per child. So if you have more than one child, it's still 28 PD.
Yeah, it will be still 28 PD. For the standard case, again, for the standard case will be 28. For example, such parents suffer from diabetic or blood pressure. It might be needed from him further test or further requirement, and it might his or her premium will be increased a little bit.
Okay, so this is basically on once you submit, a parent submits the application form, you will evaluate the application form based on what information he has given. And if there's a requirement that you need to do a checkup on health, stuff like that, you will inform the parent based on those criteria.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Who is a standard, that means he don't have any health issue. Either his health or family history, he don't have any health issue, and his coverage less than 100,000 BD, he will get this amount of premium as BD 28. But if someone had, let's say, as I mentioned, diabetic, heart problem, blood pressure, and so on, it might need from him further requirement or test, and his or her premium will be a little bit higher.
Will this insurance fee policy cover tuition fees, books, after-school activities, uniforms, or anything other extracurricular activities that the school runs?
This plan covers tuition fees only up to the agreed amount stated in the policy and the leaflet. Payment will be made in the lump sum to the school directly. That means there is no specified beneficiary the parents can choose in the application. The Bayan school will be the beneficiary in case of any claim in the future. The legal and general will go directly and pay the lump sum amount to the Bayan school.
Okay, so the school fees is going to get, directly the school will get paid for any of the claims, not the beneficiaries.
Exactly.
Are there any professions that are excluded in the policy?
Occupation will be reviewed on case by case. Nothing that applicant that will hazard occupation might be accepted with the amend terms or even decline for the coverage. It will be depend on, we will underwrite case by case, and based on the underwriting decision, we will get the decision.
Okay. Will the premium be added to the school fees and paid together, or will there be separate invoices?
It will be separate invoices. The school fees directly will go to the school, and our invoice will be received by legal and general, which is the insurance company.
Okay. In what cases will the insurance work?
Okay. As I mentioned, sum assured or the amount of coverage will be paid directly for a Bayan school in the unfortunate event of death or total permanent disability of the funding parents, who is already, the parents will choose who will be covered in the application. For example, I'm a mother and I have 2 children in the Bayan school, and I will choose myself as a funding a parent who I'm paying. I will be covered under this scheme. If someone wants to split the coverage for both the father and mother, also they can mention that, and they fill 2 applications, and the coverage will be split 50% for the mother and 50% for the father. For example, if they sharing paying the fees to the school, and in unfortunate event of death or total permanent disabled, the death will be the reason of sickness or accident will be covered, or and the total permanent disabled also will be either from a sickness or accident will be both covered, and the amount of the coverage or the sum covered will be paid directly to the Bayan school.
Okay. Thank you, Zara. In terms of email questions that we have received so far, one of the parents wanted to know if this amount is annual or premium, monthly payment.
Yeah, it will be annual. It's paid 1 time in a year and will cover whole the year for the student.
Okay. And another question that we have received is if the parent can select if it's the maternal or the paternal parent can be the beneficiary of the.
As I mentioned, so they can. There is no proof of document that I can provide it to the insurer. Who is the funding who is funding parents who paying the fees, and it depends on the choice of the parents who is choosing to select the father they will be under this coverage, or the mother, or both of them as with different percentage. Also they can choose the percentage, either 50%, 75, 25%, and so on. They can choose this based on who is paying the fees to the school.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's all the questions we have received so far. We are open to frequently asked questions for the next 2 days, and we'll be going on live at 11 a.m. same time. And if you have any further questions that you would like us to answer, please send it to us on bayancare@bayan.edu.ph. Our email ID is available on our live stream, and that's all for now. Thank you.
And for any other question, Mona Najar, she will be here. For any parents' question who is walking in, she will be here to help them, and they need any help to fill the application form, or they have any other question. She will be here in the school for the coming days from 7 a.m.
Yes.
And they have any question, we are welcome to answer.
We'll be on campus with our legal and general team. If you have any questions, we'll be accepting applications starting. Today we'll be giving you a little more detailed version of yesterday's first session. And I have here Mona Najar from Legal and General, who is here to answer some questions, and in fact we have some let you know some more details about how to fill in the application form. To start with, I'm going to give you a few details on what the plan is about. The Bayan Care Insurance Plan is targeted towards the Bayan students here, and it's available to all parents and all students studying in Bayan school. At a nominal rate of BD 28, you can insure your students' educational till they finish the grade 12. And this is a very good offer, and it's a very unique to the island, in fact unique to any schools in Bahrain. And Bayan is in fact pioneering this for the first time in the Gulf. The fees of BD 28 is actually annual, it's not monthly. I had some parents coming in and asking over the last few days that if this is the monthly payment. And to let you know that this is not monthly, this is an annual payment, and it's only 28 BD. Ms. Mona will give you a little more details about what Legal and General does, and let's go, Mona.
Yeah, Legal and General, it's an insurance company, life insurance company, owned by Ahli United Bank. We have a lot of schemes. Bayan Care is one of our schemes. This is only exclusive only for Al Bayan School.
Okay. We have a number of questions that we answered yesterday, and we are going to go over those questions once more, so that those who have missed our session yesterday probably can come to know what we are doing today again once more. And just before I go on to the questions, I would like to let you know that we are accepting applications from 7 to 3 until December 15th. And Ms. Mona is there today and tomorrow in case you want to ask any questions that when you walk in. She's there at the desk in the reception area in the administration building. Okay, Mona, one of our main questions that we would like to answer is, in the event of late payment by the parent, what are the actions taken by the insurer?
Actually, the cover will not start until the payment is made by the parent. So whenever they pay, they will be covered.
Okay. Is the company registered in CBB?
Yes, sure. Legal and General Gulf is licensed and regulated by the CBB as a life insurance firm, and it's registered in Kingdom of Bahrain under CR number 70934.
Are the insurance fees subjected to any increase in fees in the future?
The insurance premium are subject to review in the future based on the occupation, based the claims experience that we will get, and the age distribution, and also the school fees as well.
Okay, so you have calculated on the rate that if there's any increase in fees in future, you have calculated that into the premium?
Yes, actually we calculated. If you will check the table, it's already calculated for the school fees. Even we take care about the indexation, it might happen in the future.
Okay. If the insurer shifted his kids from Bayan school to any other educational firms, will he still be covered?
As I mentioned, this scheme, it's only for Al Bayan, so no, he will not be covered. It's only for Al Bayan school.
Can you give us some specific details about the product itself that you're offering to Bayan?
Yes, it's a group life plan which covers the students' fees for the school of any unfortunate event, such as the total permanent disability or, God forbid, the death event also. The contribution will be paid to the insurance company, and we will provide, God forbid, in any case of death, to the school, the sum assured, the whole fees for the school.
That means if the person is affected by death or permanent disability and the child is in nursery level, you will cover the fees up to grade 12, and this is paid as a lump sum amount to the school?
Yes, till he will be graduated from Al Bayan school.
Okay. And it is necessary to know that the amount is paid to the school and not to the parent, and this will cover the entire duration of the student life in Bayan itself.
Yes,
Okay.
and I can add some few things. With this scheme, it's like a backup plan. You will be safe, and you will get a peace of mind that my child will continue the best education that I planned for at the beginning. So you will get the same education that you will plan for.
Will this insurance policy cover tuition fees, after-school activities, uniforms, etc.?
The plan covers the tuition. As we mentioned, the amount will be paid as a lump sum to the school.
Okay, so it doesn't cover any other activities that the student is doing as an extracurricular?
No.
And
it's tuition.
uniforms, nothing of that. So it covers the entire tuition fees only. All right. Are there any professions that are excluded from this plan?
The occupation will be reviewed by us case by case. Even there are some cases that we might increase the amount, depend on the occupation, depend on the health questionnaire, and also there are some cases we might decline.
Okay. So you mean every case has an underwriting process that you follow?
Sure.
Will the premium be added to school fees and paid together, or will it be separated by separate invoices?
Actually, today I faced one question. It was the same. The premium will be paid separately to the in the finance here. It's separate than the school fees.
Okay. In what case will the insurance work?
The insurance will be work. It will be paid as a sum assured, God forbid, and any cause of death or disabilities might happen to one of the parent, funded parent.
Okay, these are some of the questions that we answered yesterday, and if you do have more questions, you can send us an email on bayancare@bayan.edu.ph. It's available on our live stream. The link is available on our website as well. And right now, I'm going to give Mona another, where she's going to explain some of the details that needs to go into the insurance application form. Some of you have not completed the form, and it's very important that every detail that is required in the form needs to be completed. Mona will just give you an explanation on that.
Yes, as we mentioned, you need to fill that application, which we distributed with the student. You need to fill every column here. The name is necessary, the date of birth is necessary, CPR number, the height and the weight, occupation, employer, because some of the applications that we received, they didn't fill the occupation. You have to fill the occupation, it's very necessary to us. Okay, then you will fill the mobile number, should be the parent mobile number, not the student, because some of them they wrote the student number. Okay, the details of the children, this is the only details that we need about the children, the name and the grade. Then the medical questionnaire, you will find it 7 questions below. Just answer these questions, depend on their health. Then we need the signature and the name, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, Mona. And we do follow a certain process of application. Once the parent comes here and gives us a completed form, Mona will let us know what is the exact procedure that we follow when a parent comes in with a completed form.
Okay. After we receive that application, we will underwrite it, as you mentioned before. Depend on the CPR number, depend on the age, depend on height and weight, health problems. We will send you an accepting letter to Bayan school. So once they sign the accepting letter, depend on the all the details that we have. After that, they will pay the contribution, the premium, and the finance here. Then they will receive the certificate.
Okay. So this means that when you fill in an application form, the form will be sent to Legal and General Office, where they review the application, and they follow a procedure that once that is accepted, they will be sending an email to us with the acceptance form, which is actually copied. The mail is copied to the parent that is mentioned in the application process. Once they receive it, they need to come to the school, sign the document, pay the premium, and the documents will send back to Legal and General, who will follow up with you personally after that.
Yes, also we put our number in the leaflet. If they need more questions and more details, we can answer them anytime. The most important part is to fill that application right now.
Right. If you have any questions regarding the Bayan Care Plan, you may call us on 771-222-44. You will be answered in any queries that you have. If you have any personal questions that you would like Legal and General to answer, you may call them on the contact details that was sent on the flyers that was emailed to you, as well as sent with each of your children at Bayan. Okay, in fact, in case if you have any more questions, please do mail us on bayancare@bayan.edu.ph. We will be available tomorrow for another live session at 11 a.m. And Mona will be here with us, and we will look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Thank you, Mona.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. Welcome to the Bayan Care Frequently Asked Questions session number 3. My name is Bobby, and this is Naja from Legal and General, who's with us to answer your questions. Basically, I'm going to give you a brief info about the insurance plan. The Bayan Care insurance plan is provided to our students, all students from grade nursery level up to grade 12. The plan is offered as an option for parents who can accept it in case they would like to have it. The option gives them the ability to cover their tuition fees of their children in the school up to grade 12 in case of unfortunate death or permanent disability of the funding parent. Ms. Mona will give you a brief details about Legal and General and a brief description about the plan.
Legal and General is an insurance company owned by Ahli United Bank recently, and we have different schemes. Bayan is one of our new scheme, and it's specific only for Al Bayan school.
Okay. We have already sent all the info regarding the plan, which describes the plan itself, the targeted audience, and the benefits that the parents and the students gain from this. This plan is actually customized for Bayan school students and is only available to our students and not school. And it's a very unique plan to the school. And as far as I know, there's no other schools offering such an initiative from their side. As part of giving you more awareness to the program, we have put together some questions based on what we received from parents, as well as questions that we thought that you need to know. Some of the questions are, at the event of late payment by the parent, what are the actions to be taken by the insurer?
Cover will not be started until the payment is be done.
Okay. Is the company registered by CBB?
Yes, Legal and General is licensed by the CBB and as a life insurance company and registered in the Kingdom of Bahrain under CR number 70934.
Okay. Our next question comes as in a way that many parents, I'm sure, are going to ask us: is the insurance fee covers is subjected to future increase in fees at the school?
Depend on the claims that we might faces, and depend on the age, depend on the school fees, if it's decreased or no. That's
So
it.
if you think that the fees might increase by 3% next year, this is already adjusted to the premium amount.
It's already adjusted, as you said. No, I don't mean the 3%. It's already added.
3% is just what I casually saying, but it can be whatever the fees increases for the next few years.
Maybe it will be increased only little, not that much, but it's already. We added the indexation rate in the coverage.
Alright, so you already have planned that
Yes.
into the cost. Okay. If the insurance shifted his kids from Bayan school to any other schools in the Bahrain, are they still covered?
No, so he will not be covered because this scheme is only for Al Bayan. So once he left Al Bayan, he will not be covered.
Can you tell a brief info what the insurance basically is about and what type of cover you're giving?
It's a group life insurance. It will cover school fees for the student, God forbid, in any case of unfortunate event. It's like a backup plan for the student. The insurance company will pay the Bayan school the school fees till he will be graduated. So it's covered from nursery till grade 12.
Okay. And how many kids can a parent get register for the plan?
There is no limit for the children.
Okay. So if a parent has more than 1 or 2 or even 3 children in the school, they are all covered for that.
He can add whatever he wants.
And the premium is in for each student, right?
For each student, for the standard case, 28 BD.
Okay. What grades does the insurance policy cover?
As I said, from nursery till grade 12.
Will the insurance premium decrease with the number of students you enroll?
No, the coverage will be the same. The premium will be the same, but the coverage will be dependent on the grade. So the premium is 28 BD. The coverage depends on the kids, the student grade.
What grade level they are in? So
Yes.
if they are grade 6, the amount of the premium, the amount of the insured amount will be as per whatever the amount is from grade 6 to grade 12.
Exactly.
Is there a premium discount to more than one kid?
No, there is not.
Will this insurance policy cover tuition fee, books, after-school activities, any trips, field trips?
This plan covers tuition fees only.
Are there any exclusions in professions that is not included in this scheme?
Actually, we'll fill the application first. So the occupation will be underwritten by legal and general. Maybe they could.
And it is dealt with on a case-by-case basis?
Exactly.
Okay. Will the premium be added to school fees and paid together, or will there be a separate invoice?
This is totally separate invoice.
In what case will the insurance work?
Some insured will be paid to Bayan school, and God forbid any cause of death or total permanent disabilities. It will be like a bulk amount will be paid to a Bayan school.
So when you mean it's paid to the school, that means the school is the actual beneficiary. So the legal and general pay the sum assured to the school, and the school will cover that fees to the grade 12 graduation.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Okay. These are some of the questions that I received, and based on parents who have come in already to give the application, we have found that there is some details that needs to be filled into the application form that is necessary to give you the accurate premium certificate, right?
Yes.
Mona will just give you a brief info that needs to go into the application form.
First of all, just you need to fill the application form with us. Fill every details in the form because it's necessary for us. The name, CPR, date of birth, the occupation is it's necessary also. The employer, weight and height. Some of the parents they are leaving the weight and height. It's necessary. Then you will add the children details and the grade. After that, we will go for the medical questionnaire, depending on the health problems, if there is any health problems or not. If there is, they will mention it on the last table. Then the signature. After that, we will take the application and then we will underwrite it by legal and general. The next step is we will send the admin here the accepting letter. Once they sign the accepting letter, they will pay.
Okay.
So the payment will be after signing the accepting letter.
Okay. What everyone needs to know is that once a parent comes into the admin building, they fill up the form as detailed as possible. And once the form is submitted, we send the form scanned to legal and general who will evaluate the form. And based on the evaluation, they'll send an offer letter that is sent to the email address mentioned in the form, as well as copied into the school's email ID, who is handling the process here. Once that is done, the parent needs to come to school, sign the offer letter, and pay the premium at the school desk, and then the premium is the form and the amount, the slip is sent back to legal and general, who will actually issue the certificate for the insurance.
Yeah, then they will receive the certificate for sure.
Okay. Alright. This basically covers details about the Bayan Care plan. What we require from you is, like, if you have any further questions, Mona is available on campus till 3 p.m. today, and if you still have questions and Mona is not here, we have people from the school that is able to answer your questions. I am there. Ludi is there, who is actually receiving the applications, and if you have any further questions, we are ever ready to help. If you would like these questions to be answered, please send them to bayancare@bayan.edu.ph. Our email ID is available on the website. Or give us a call on 771-22244. Ms. Ludi, who will answer the calls, will answer all your questions as far as possible. All right? Thank you.